Spill the tea, put your foot in your mouth, caught red-handed.
Have you ever wondered what these weird idioms mean or where they come from? Well, today we're going to lay it all out for you.
Or in other words, we're going to explain it to you. There's our first idiom.
Welcome back to NoBorders English Studio. I'm Ben.
And I'm Tara. And today is a special day.
It really is, because today we are talking about English idioms, which are, without question, one of the most confusing and most entertaining parts of the English language.
Okay, Ben, I want to start with a scenario. Imagine you're new to English. Someone walks up to you and says, totally seriously, it's raining cats and dogs out there.
And you look outside, no cats, no dogs, and you just think, what is wrong with these people?
Exactly. Idioms make zero literal sense, but once you know them, they make your English sound completely natural and fluent.
Today, we've got animal idioms, body part idioms, food idioms, and some idioms with truly bizarre backstories.
This is going to be great because even if you're a native English speaker, you're going to want to hear where some of these crazy expressions come from.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a whole new set of expressions to use and some great stories to tell. Let's go.
All right, let's start with animal idioms. English speakers love putting animals into their expressions. Ben, do you want to kick us off?
I'd love to. And listeners, notice Tara just used one right there. Kick us off means to start something. But that's a different episode.
Stay focused, Ben.
It's raining cats and dogs. This means that it's raining heavily.
So this one everyone's heard, but let's really use it. I was planning a picnic on Saturday, but it was raining cats and dogs, so we stayed home.
And here's the key thing. You only use this for really heavy rain. A light drizzle, that's just, it's a bit rainy. Cats and dogs means a serious downpour. But where did this expression even come from, Tara?
We don't know exactly, but some linguists believe it came about because in old European cities, heavy rain would flood the streets and wash out dead animals. Yes, including cats and dogs that had been sheltering in roof gutters.
That's so disgusting.
It's grim, but memorable.
All right. The next one is to have a bee in your bonnet.
To have a bee in your bonnet means to be obsessed or fixated on one idea.
Okay, this is one of my favorites because it's so visual. Picture someone with a bee literally trapped inside their hat. They can't think about anything else, right?
Perfect image. So in real life, my boss has had a bee in his bonnet about reorganizing the filing system for weeks. We've had 3 meetings about it.
Or she's got a bee in her bonnet about learning to play the guitar. She practices every single day. It's not negative necessarily, just really, really focused.
Kind of how Ben has a bee in his bonnet about coffee every single morning.
That is not wrong. Our next animal idiom is let the cat out of the bag. It means to accidentally reveal a secret.
Oh, this one is so useful. I was planning a surprise birthday party for my sister, but my mom let the cat out of the bag and told her.
Or in the office, the company was going to announce the merger next week, but someone let the cat out of the bag early.
Any idea where this expression came from, Ben?
This one goes back to medieval markets, where dishonest sellers would put a cat in a bag instead of a piglet a customer paid for. If you let the cat out of the bag, the trick was revealed.
So, the lesson is don't buy livestock in a bag and don't tell your sister about her surprise party.
Words to live by.
Learner's tip. Try using one animal idiom today in a sentence. Even just writing it down helps it stick.
Okay, moving on to body part idioms. And English has so many of these. Arms, legs, eyes, ears, feet.
Our bodies are basically idiom factories, apparently.
Let's start with the classic cost an arm and a leg.
This means that something is extremely expensive. For example, I wanted to fly business class to New York, but it cost an arm and a leg, so I'm in economy.
That new restaurant downtown is amazing, but it costs an arm and a leg. It's a special occasions only kind of place.
And listeners, notice the grammar here. You always say cost an arm and a leg, not cost arms and legs. It's always singular, always the same phrase.
Put your foot in your mouth.
This means to say something embarrassing or inappropriate by accident.
Oh, I have real life experience with this one.
Tell us.
Okay, so I once asked a colleague when her baby was due. She wasn't pregnant. I put my foot so far in my mouth I nearly choked.
Then, I kind of wish you had choked. Why do people do this? Why do people ask women if they're pregnant? Just never do it.
It was awful, truly. So listeners, learn from my terrible mistake. Use this idiom, understand it deeply, and don't ask people about babies unless you are 100% sure.
A rule for life.
You're angry with me now, aren't you?
Let's just say you're lucky I wasn't there because I would have made that idiom a reality for you.
Understood. Let's move on to the next expression.
Keep an eye on something.
Keep an eye on something means to watch or monitor something carefully.
This one is really practical and you'll hear it constantly. Can you keep an eye on my bag while I go to the bathroom? Or, the manager asked me to keep an eye on the new employee this week.
You can also say, keep an eye out for, which means to watch for something specific. Keep an eye out for a good parking spot. Keep an eye out for my brother. He should be arriving soon.
Same idiom, slightly different meaning depending on the preposition. English is fun.
That was sarcasm, listeners, but also genuinely true. Learner's tip. Body part idioms are great because the image is built in. Picture the body part and it helps you remember the meaning.
Okay, food idioms. And I think these are some of the funniest because food is so random. Like, why is food involved in so many of our expressions?
Honestly, I think it's because food is central to human life. We eat multiple times a day. It's emotional. It's social. Of course, it ends up in our language.
That is actually really insightful, Ben.
I have my moments.
Spill the beans. This one has a more modern version that you've likely heard before, which is spill the tea. They mean to reveal a secret or confidential information.
So, similar idea to let the cat out of the bag. But spilling the beans or spilling the tea is often more about gossip or news. Come on, spill the tea. What happened at the party?
Or, he finally spilled the beans about why he quit his job. Apparently, he and the boss had a huge argument.
Where did these expressions come from, Tara?
Spill the tea is just a visual expression of what someone might do when sharing scandalous gossip over tea. Maybe you spill your tea from shock, huh? But spill the beans is from ancient Greek because they used beans to vote secretly. White bean for yes, black bean for no. If someone spilled the jar, the secret vote was revealed. One clumsy person could ruin the whole process.
Democracy nearly ruined by beans.
History is wild.
How about cool as a cucumber? Cool as a cucumber means to be calm and relaxed, especially in a stressful situation.
For example, I was absolutely terrified before my presentation, but my colleague walked in cool as a cucumber. I don't know how she does it.
And the reason cucumber? Cucumbers actually stay about 20 degrees cooler inside than the temperature outside, so it's literally scientifically accurate, one of the rare idioms that is factually correct.
Is it though? I'm pretty sure I've been into a warm cucumber before.
Imagine how hot it must have been outside then.
I question this one, but I'll stay cool as a cucumber and just Google it later.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
A piece of cake.
This means that something that is very easy.
This one is so common. Was the exam hard? No, it was a piece of cake. Or sarcastically, oh sure, running a marathon is a piece of cake, no problem at all.
And the opposite, something that's no piece of cake or not a walk in the park, means something is actually difficult. Learning English isn't a piece of cake, but is absolutely worth it.
Nice shout out to our listeners, Van.
Hey, we know what it's like.
Learner tip. Food idioms often come in pairs. Spill the beans pairs nicely with let the cat out of the bag. Learning idioms in groups helps you remember them. Okay, this is the part of the show I have been looking forward to all episode. Ben, are you ready for the rapid fire round?
Born ready. Let's do it.
Listeners, we're going to go through some idioms quickly. Idiom, meaning, and a bizarre little origin story. Let's go.
Bite the bullet. To endure a painful or difficult situation bravely. Before anesthesia existed, soldiers about to undergo surgery were given a bullet to bite down on to manage the pain. Truly not a fun time in history.
Mad as a hatter. Completely crazy. Hat makers in the 18th and 19th centuries used mercury in the hat-making process. Long-term exposure caused neurological damage, tremors, mood swings, confusion. The Mad Hatter was a real phenomenon, not just an Alice in Wonderland invention.
Turn a blind eye. To deliberately ignore something you know is happening. Admiral Horatio Nelson, who was blind in one eye, famously held his telescope to his blind eye during battle so he couldn't see the signal to retreat. He won the battle. Iconic, honestly.
Rule of thumb. A general guideline based on experience rather than exact measurement. One popular theory is that craftsmen used their thumbs as rough measurement tools. A thumb's width was a standard approximation. Simple, practical, and always available.
Caught red-handed. Caught in the act of doing something wrong. From Scottish law, if someone was caught with blood still on their hands after a crime, usually poaching, they were red-handed. Hard to argue with that evidence.
Break a leg. Good luck. Used especially in theater and performance. Saying good luck in theater was considered bad luck, so performers wished each other the opposite. Also possibly tied to the idea of breaking the leg line, the side curtain of the stage, meaning you'd actually get to perform.
I love every single one of those.
Right? English history is so strange.
Mercury poisoning, bullets, Nelson ignoring battle signals. We really just turned all of it into expressions.
We did, and now you know why. Okay, let's wrap up. We covered a lot of ground today. Ben, quick recap?
Yes, animal idioms, raining cats and dogs, be in your bonnet, let the cat out of the bag.
Body part idioms, cost an arm and a leg, put your foot in the mouth, keep an eye on something.
Food idioms, spill the beans, spill the tea, cool as a cucumber, a piece of cake.
And our rapid-fire weird origins round, bite the bullet, mad as a hatter, turn a blind eye, rule of thumb, caught red-handed, and break a leg.
That's 15 idioms in less than 15 minutes. Not bad.
Your challenge this week, pick 3 idioms from today's episode and use them in real sentences. Write them in the comments below. We read every single one.
Bonus challenge. Explain the weird origin of one of these to a friend or family member. If they're surprised, you win.
Win what?
The satisfaction of knowing something interesting. That's the prize.
If today's episode helped you, please give us a like and subscribe. It genuinely helps NoBorders English Studio grow.
And share this with someone who's learning English. They'll thank you for it.
Until next time, keep studying, keep laughing, and remember, there are no borders when it comes to learning English. See you next time.